Welcome to a Return to Oneness. My name is Eddie, and I help people open their hearts. This series is titled, "And the Truth Shall Set Us Free." And this episode is Heaven or Hell? It's what you believe it to be. I recognize that most people believe that heaven or hell will come to them after they die. Yet they forget the one fundamental teaching of Jesus the Christ. When Jesus was asked by the Pharisees, when would the coming of the kingdom of God, the coming of the kingdom of heaven be? Jesus answered them, the kingdom of heaven cannot be observed, for heaven is within. And of course, in miracles, we are told that it goes even deeper, that heaven isn't just within us, that we are heaven. There's a beautiful section on heaven in A Course of Love, and it's found in the introduction. We are one heart. We are one mind. Joined in wholeheartedness, we are the heaven of the world. We replace bitterness with sweetness. We dwell in the reality of the one heart, creation's birthplace of the new. We are heaven. Heaven is not a place. It is not a time. We are heaven. Or we are hell. If heaven is within us, so is hell. But neither heaven nor hell are places. They are states of being. Heaven is a state of being. Hell is a state of being. Heaven is love. Hell is judgment. Heaven is peace. Hell is condemnation. But notice what was written in A Course of Love. We are one heart. We are one mind. We are joined in wholeheartedness. Therefore, heaven is to have an open mind and an open heart that are joined in oneness, in unity. When the mind and heart become one, God is made manifest, and that manifestation is the Christ. Now, I hope that everyone recognizes what I am trying to say here. I know that religion has taught many of us that when we die, we'll be judged and either we'll go to heaven or hell. No, heaven is now or hell is now. We're the ones that decide. We're the ones that make it reality for us. If I am living from love, if I'm living from a state of peace, then I am living heaven. But if I am judging and condemning, then I am living in a state of hell. Hell, when you look at what the word actually means hidden. That the truth is hidden. Well, how can the truth be hidden? Where within us, or how within us is the truth hidden? It is hidden within our mind. Our heart knows the truth. The heart is the center of our being. The heart is love. It is the seat of the one. It is where our true self resides. But the mind has been and is confused. It is confused of what it is in reality. The mind believes that it can judge. The mind believes that it can condemn others without suffering the consequences of that condemnation. But it cannot. When we stand in judgment of anyone, we will not experience peace. If we're not in peace, then we're not experiencing heaven. If we're not experiencing heaven, then we must be experiencing hell. Now, I have friends who say, wait a minute. Judgment sometimes just makes me feel good. I like to be right. Well, as it is written in A Course in Miracles, would you rather be right or happy? Would you rather be right or live in heaven? Judgment does not make right. Judgment makes for suffering. I recognize that most people listening to this video, if I was to ask them, what is peace? They would give me the answer, peace is the absence of conflict. But conflict opposes love, and love has no opposite. And since peace is a fruit from the tree of love, peace can have no opposite. Therefore, it cannot be defined by its opposite, which is conflict. So what really is peace? Peace is to have a mind that is free of judgment, to have a mind that is free from condemnation. And when you are at peace, you will know heaven. When you are at peace, you will know yourself. When you are at peace, your heart is open. It is why I love to teach all of the courses. A Course in Miracles, A Course of Love, The Way of Mastery, and The Return to Oneness, a course. But what does each one of those serve? What purpose do each one of those courses serve? Ultimately, they are to serve the unification of the mind and the heart so that we can know that we are heaven and create the new, so that we can bring heaven that is within to the earth, to the external, and create, as it is written in The Way of Mastery, the good, the beautiful, and the holy. When people ask me, well, what does each course represent? A Course in Miracles serves to open the mind. A Course of Love serves to open the heart. The Way of Mastery serves to unite the mind and the heart, and a return to oneness serves to create the new, to bring heaven to earth. It's why I love the courses. Does that mean that I do not love the Bible? No, by far. The courses have opened up parts of the Bible that I had read 100 times and didn't fully understand. Before I entered A Course in Miracles and began reading it and going to classes and studying it and doing the lessons, I too believed that heaven was a separate place that could only be achieved after I died. But wow, the freedom that came from the truth that heaven is within, that we are heaven. Or we can be hell. The choice is up to each one of us. I can either choose to live in heaven in this moment, or I can choose to live in hell in this moment. It's my choice. Personally, I choose to live in heaven. I find love, peace, and joy to be much more pleasurable than pain and suffering. Heaven isn't going to come at some future time, because if you're seeking to get to heaven, you will never find it, because it will always be out there somewhere. Turn within. Turn within to the heart. Turn and allow your heart to open. How do we do that? We must recognize that there are obstacles that stand between our mind and our heart. Those obstacles are our resentments, the judgments that we have made as against others as well as our own selves. We have the power of heaven and earth to change. We have the power. We have been given the power. But in order to express that power, I must recognize that my power lies in the choices that I make. And the choices that I make will determine if I experience heaven or hell. I cannot be a victim except to my own choices. There is a law. One of the 12 spiritual laws. It is the law of responsibility. The law of responsibility in part states, I am responsible for what I see and experience. I choose the goals that I would have. I am responsible. Heaven is understanding our power. Hell is powerlessness. Hear me once again. Heaven is power. Hell is powerlessness. Power comes from choice, comes from responsibility. Hell comes from powerlessness. being a victim. The choice is mine. The choice is yours. I can either claim the truth that I am responsible for what I see and experience as a creator, or I can be a victim to what I see and experience. The consequence of either is either heaven or hell. I will live in heaven or hell depending upon whether I choose to accept my responsibility, or do I choose powerlessness and victimhood. It's our choice. We are the creators of our reality. We create what we see and experience by the very thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that we hold true about ourselves, others, and the world. If I believe that the world is a nasty, horrible place, then I will see it and experience it as a nasty, horrible place. That's hell. But if I believe, if I know that the world is good, that it is holy, that it is love, then I will see holiness, love, and beauty. I will see heaven, and I will know heaven. A Course of Love speaks of logic and reason. Love does not ask us to throw logic and reason out the window. Love is the author of logic and reason. However, if there is not love, then there must be fear. And fear will always create hellish experiences. Love will always engender heavenly experiences. That is what this life in the third dimension is all about. It is about experiencing what we are. But we determine what we are. We know either that we are creators, or we believe that we're victims to creation. Again, one is power, one is powerlessness. Heaven isn't just within us, it is us. And because we are heaven, we are creators. After all, we were created in the image of God. God is creator. We are creators. And we co-create with God. We create because we have that ability within us, given to us by the one that is the creator. Again, the law of responsibility says, I am responsible for what I see and experience. I choose the goals that I would obtain. I choose it. It's my choice. It's your choice. You can either create heaven or hell, and it all comes from within you. It comes from within and goes without. It starts within and goes to the external. You cannot see anything out here that doesn't first live within here. Live within the mind. If you want to truly create heaven and bring heaven to earth, as it states in A Return to Oneness, then you must unite the mind and the heart. You must unite logic, reason, and love. And in that uniting is the manifestation of God, of Christ. And you will bring heaven to earth. And hell and all of its pain and suffering will be gone. For the former things will have passed away. But it goes back to the one word, choice. We are responsible. So I challenge each and every one listening, or who will listen when you do, to this video. I challenge you to recognize your responsibility and the choices that you are making and what you ultimately will see and experience. For you will either experience heaven or hell by the choices you make in the present moment. That is power, my friends. That is power. And it is a humble power. The truth is, we create what we see and experience. And remember, the truth shall set us free. Thank you.